Did y'all hear what Trump was doing at his rallies this weekend? How he basically called his own supporters fat pigs. This was really wild. He did this in Michigan. When I heard this, I gasped because look at him. It's not like he is the fittest specimen that I've ever seen.
Jill, get your fat husband off the couch. Get that fat pig off the couch. Tell him to go and vote for Trump. He's going to save our country. Get that guy the hell off her. Get him up, Jill. Slap him around. Get him up. Get him up, Jill. We want him off the couch.
So here's at the rally. Here's a screenshot. Look how sweaty he is as he's delivering his rally speech. But then we got this man, Max's dad calls him Jerry. I think he looks like a Hank. Hank or Jerry does not look like the fittest person. Is he talking about him? Is he talking about Jerry/Hank right there? Russell says, seriously, sounds like someone mixed Bad Grandpa's meds again. I mean, what kind of person watches him in action and thinks, that's the guy who should lead the free world? And then he goes, He didn't do that in this particular rally, but he has done this. And it's also been said that he's really like releasing gas at this particular time. That's why he does these little faces to cover for the fact that he is releasing gas.
This is a catastrophe for the American dream and a dire crisis for this is a catastrophe for the American dream and a dire crisis for American dream and a dire crisis for
Outspoken says, that's a heavy closing message from a fat pig. Adam says, if the orange-looking pile of rot is telling people to vote early, seems that he's worried because, you know, a lot of these people, they have been told to vote on the day of Election Day. Trump went into Pennsylvania, and he has some real characters supporting him and endorsing him. First, we got Antonio Brown, who is a serial baby daddy and doesn't like to pay his child support, who was just in the news 2 years ago for exposing himself at a pool. I'm sure Trump really welcomes this endorsement. If y'all saw this video clip, the energy was so low level. It was so sad at this rally after Antonio Brown spoke.
Shout out to the MAGA coin and the greatest president coin going, a MAGA coin. Have you guys ever seen a MAGA movie? Make some noise if you've seen the MAGA movie.
Next up, endorsing Trump is disgraced football legend Lawrence Taylor, who is also an ex-offender. So he really, really matches with Donald Trump and this crew. Remember, he got caught up being an ex-offender, charged with ex-trafficking, and then failure to update the fact that he is an ex-offender. Yes, this is another rubber stamp endorsement for Donald Trump. Now we have Le'Veon Bell. He is wearing this Trump versus the Tramp shirt, being very disrespectful, which is wild. Between him, Antonio Brown, and Trump having all of these kids by multiple women, it is so wild that these people really, really want to call her a tramp and besmirch her character when people like this have a bunch of kids out of wedlock. It's so wild. But this crowd really does match what is going on with Trump and who he is. Le'Veon Bell has at least 6 baby mamas. So he's sitting up here calling somebody a tramp when he's sitting up here being the community bicycle, a community peen, if you know what I mean. So Trump has some bottom barrel black men endorsing him. He does have that. He has these serial baby daddies, people that are in trouble with the law, like he is, so it matches. But he's hemorrhaging former Republicans, people that used to work in his own cabinet, people that have run as Republicans. He's losing those people. These Republicans are actually going for Harris. She's getting national security officials, she's getting military people, she's getting former Republicans. So, Trump is gaining these low-level black men, what I just showed you, but she's gaining Republican voters. And then there is the Republican voters against Trump. They are on TikTok, they're on YouTube, and they're telling their stories of how they voted for Trump and now they are voting for Harris this time around. Many of these people have never voted for a Democrat ever. So as you can see, you see a lot of white people faces, more white people faces. These people are telling their stories about why they are leaving Trump behind, why they are, going for Harris and enthusiastically going for Harris this time around. A lot of it is because he is fascist, the way he is calling for being a dictator on day one, the way he acted during on January 6th. A lot of these people are defecting, and I am here for it.
The Republican Party is supposed to be the party of small government. This doesn't sound like small government. This sounds like in-your-face, fascistic politics that I want no part of. My name is Mike. I'm from Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia, and I'm a former Trump voter who is now supporting Kamala Harris. First off, January 6th kind of, really did a number on my psyche as far as wanting him to be president. It was just frightening. I've read about what's in Project 2025, and if that doesn't scare the heck out of everybody, then you're just not paying attention. I haven't read the entire 900 pages of it, but getting rid of all the civil servants and replacing them with Trump loyalists, isn't that kind of, I don't know, communist Russia-esque? If you're not a member of the party, then sorry, see you later. Trump scares the hell out of me. That whole Project 2025 thing is just frightening. I don't want the government in my business. They don't belong there. The Republican Party is supposed to be the party of small government. This doesn't sound like small government. This sounds like in-your-face, fascistic politics that I want no part of. I'm super excited to vote for Kamala Harris because she's not delusional, because she's not crazy.
So while Trump is picking up people like Lawrence Taylor, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, and the likes of them, it's perfectly fine because their demographic doesn't really get out to vote. And if they're in the arrears with child support, or do they even have an active ID? Who knows? Being in all this legal trouble, they might not even have an active driver's license. So this demographic, this low level, bottom of the barrel, scraping like the rubbish bin to get to get black men to vote for them. This doesn't bother me at all, especially since I know that Republican voters are being picked off, and especially since I know that he's sitting up here talking bad about his own voters, calling them pigs and all of that kind of stuff, all while looking like this. All right, y'all, let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.